on. Let me just put that up just a little bit. There we go. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for watching A Touch of Tarot. This reading is for those of you that are not talking to your divine person right now. And I want to say thank you for all of the people that did join Sylvia and I yesterday. It was really awesome. It went on for 3 hours, and that's a long time for me. Hi, Turtle. I will tell you, as I mentioned, there was actually at least 2 karmics that came in our group, 100% for sure, which I knew would happen. Guys, the karmics, I should say, are getting really ugly right now for some of us. I'm going to turn off my dishwasher. 1 second. Totally my jumper. Let me shut the door here. Perfect. So yes, the karmics are getting real ugly right now. And you know, this for me, I'm not dealing with any karmic after me right now or anything like that. But seeing the situation, and I hope everyone can hear me okay and everything. I have a new setup here. But seeing how this is happening, it tells me that everything we're picking up energy-wise is true, okay? I woke up to a couple messages this morning, and I know there are people that came into the session last night to spy. Not on me, I don't think. Who knows? Just spires, but they're miserable. And it's just in every word they say, and they're just like, you know, how can you tell people this or that or whatever? And clearly you have something going on that is, you know, pissing you off for this person that's emailing me, that's getting triggered. And, you know, it is what it is. And if you're on the journey and you don't, you know, you want to say, oh, he doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have this. So if you can't see some sort of a karmic situation somewhere, then why isn't he with you? If he doesn't have like a really busy job, a family, like someone like stressing him out, threatening him, then why wouldn't you guys be in union if you're twin flames, right? So there is karmic situations. And if you're in denial about it, that's fine. But then don't watch the readings is what I would suggest to them. But I don't think that's anyone on here right now. But there are people in separation. And I know it's a really trying time. And as much as I believe what I pick up and the energy I pick up, it's so who knows what's going to happen, to be honest with you. But why not ask a few questions for those in separation and see what's on the masculine's mind right now. Let me put on my music. But otherwise, last night was great. We actually focused more on the personal readings. Everyone got a personal reading. I think our general reading maybe was 15 minutes, and we were there for about an hour or 3 hours. And I felt so good after. I was so happy because I know that 99% of the people appreciated it. Here's a sign, like, there's little signs. We all have to check ourselves. If you hear something and it triggers you and you're going to like just focus on it the whole time after hearing it, and you know, everyone you speak to, you're going to bring it up to them. There's something wrong that you have to look at inside. It's just something I noticed, which most people didn't, but there was one lady who was having issues with the message she got, and she just kept on talking about it. But we're trying to have a group conversation here, not about your personal situation, but take the bigger picture of it, okay? If this happens to you on the outside world and you just can't get it out of your mind and you just can't like stop talking about it and almost energetically imposing on other people, you need to take a step back. You need to clear your energy. It just is what it is. Hi, Kathy, rest, Jen. I don't know what that means, but anyhow. So keep it in mind, okay? You did 15 minutes. I'm not sure about that. Hi, everyone. Okay, first card out. Let's just begin what's going on here, okay? Because this is going along with exactly what I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for the people who are in separation, To be honest, I was going to do 2 different pulls, one for the last 6 months and then one for the last 12 months. So right now, I'm going to focus more on more recent ghosted, okay? For the more recent ghosted. We have the 6 of Swords, detachment, right off the bat. So your person is trying to detach from you right now. We're going to get into more about why. And don't let things like that bother you. It's okay. Hi, Kitty. It's okay for someone to try to detach. This is a natural ebb and flow of life. And this is also a natural part of the lessons. If someone wants to detach, don't even notice. Just try. I know it's hard, guys, but if they actually, I'm getting the vibe that for most of you, they literally just disappeared. So I understand that can be really hard, but it's just saying, give them space right off the bat, if that's what's happened here, okay? So we have someone here who's detached, and it looks like they don't know what the heck they are planning to do, okay? That's a strong message here. It's like they're running nowhere. They're going in the sense they're detaching themselves quickly to do what? They're not quite sure. That's why they have the hand up. Thank you so much, Paul. That's so nice of you. That's why the hand is up. I'm almost feeling like talk to the hand, but the reason it's talk to the hand is because they don't even know what to say. Okay? So detachment being the first card is good for us right now because this is exactly what's going on. Okay, my cards are upside down and they're still coming in the upright, which is really, really awesome. This one tried to get there. You guys can't fully see. Let me put it down. It tried to get in the upright, but it didn't really make it. So get this. We have the moon card here, guys. So this person has detached. They're not telling you what's going on. You're feeling like you're left in the dark. You're feeling like there's a super amount of secrets. I don't know yet, but I do know that you're feeling that. You're like, what are they telling me? Why did they just disappear? Why are they pushing me away? Well, there's something that's concealed. The word here is concealment. So far, we have no idea what. And that's the problem. A lot of people are getting too carried away with just that little bit of information. It could literally be something mental. It could be something he's holding on to because it's sword energy here, okay? This person... let me just look here. Yeah, that's what I thought. This person is hugging a crow. So I want to say crows represent almost like new beginnings because they eat the dead animals, right? So it's almost like a death and a rebirth type of an energy here. This person is this person is making friends with the dark side right now, which means this person's in a dark energy right now. That's what the message is here. Contentment. They may be acting like they're okay, but this is what I'm picking up. They are comfortable in this negative energy, and this is a problem many people have. This is why we watch TV. This is why we get into drama. It feels normal. It feels comfortable for us. So I'm picking up that this person, they're quite content at this point. I'm also picking up the energy of a person that doesn't really, they're very patient. Sorry, I'm dropping cards. Very patient energy here, but they don't really need anyone, or they don't really feel like they need anyone. I'm also picking up a message for the viewer to find peace of mind right now. So I want to know why. I don't know if I got that in my mind. Okay. I didn't have it in my mind soon enough. So what I'm picking up right now is honestly, some of you viewers are starting to think you're going crazy. Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm picking up the energy now. Maybe it's like over 7 months. It's been a long time. The paint's falling off the wall now. You just can't really hold it together quite the same. And this could also be the energy of you, these two, because they're looking similar here, this lighter energy. Where you're just trying to be content. You're just trying to wait this out. Be happy, but you're starting to feel with the Seven of Cups and delusion, you're starting to feel like, am I being delusional? Am I imagining all of this? Should I even bother waiting? And some of you, you're just like ready to give up. And some of you, I'll tell you straight up, you're really angry that he hasn't come in, and he senses that. And he is like, I'm not going to go near her because she's going to chop my balls off. Like I'm telling you, or my head off or something. That energy is here. 11 months. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Elizabeth. Crows mean the truth is coming. Beautiful. So maybe this person is making peace with the truth. Maybe they've detached from you right now, and they're actually, trying to figure out how they're going to do this. Like they're cradling this crow. They're also sad and scared at the same time. They're also curled up in like a fetal ball. So this person is also holding on to the truth. What is this truth energy here? Why? Like what is it that they're holding on to, that they're not sharing? Tell us. I'm just going to leave that face down. Detachment, please explain the whole detachment scenario mentally. What's up with that? Okay. Going to face these two down as well. We're going to look at, there's 3. And for this contentment, what is that about? Because I want to know even who it is. Let me just face that down too. And then this 7 of Cups. Okay, well, I know we got another 7 there, which is really interesting. Okay, first of all, I want to see this detachment. We have the King of Swords who carries a water jug, by the way. So you could be literally dealing with someone very earthy, or maybe earth, there you go, air sign with water, because the king is carrying a jug of water. It's also someone that doesn't express his feelings because he's holding them. So he detached. Maybe he felt his feelings were getting too strong. There was an energy of fakeness almost with the 5 of Swords. He detached. There's something here to do with money. I just got one message too. For some of you, he detached before you detached, because basically he's not facing his true feelings, in the sense he doesn't want to open up. He's worried about being defeated. He paints a happy picture. For those of you that see this person who's detached from you on social media or wherever, I mean, I don't see social media. You might see them in the neighborhood, it's fake. They don't feel good. There is some sort of an exterior sneaky person they deal with. Look at the cat there by her elbow. Very scary looking creature. Very sneaky looking creature. This person may also feel that they're afraid and embarrassed to express their emotions. The 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of, we stopped at 2 9s here. Interesting. But I want to clarify the 9 of Pentacles, because I almost feel like for some of you, okay, let me see before I speak. Abruption. I think we're dealing with someone here that's possibly married. Or like, he's a king. We have the king energy here. But with the 9 of Pentacles and the abruption, or the Tower card here, I almost feel like they want to break out of this. Whatever the situation that they are in, I don't think they just ran from you. I think this person is running from like life. I'm not saying they're not going to work and all of that type of stuff. I think they're just trying to paint a pretty picture right now. I think that this person has not only If this person was married, I feel like, they kind of separated themselves from everyone right now, to be honest. I feel like they have a singles energy to them. So maybe they were married in a relationship where they were clearly, behaving single, or just had a lot of freedom. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Let me see where I stopped when I shuffled. Page of Swords. They could just be watching to see what happens. Yeah, that's funny. I just got that. Okay. This person, because we have the Page to the Knight to the Sun. This person during this separation could clearly be watching to see what happens, to see if you have someone else, to see if you just join up with someone else right away, to see if you really are all that they expected you to be, or thought you are, to get clarity with the Sun card. It's saying to get clarity in this situation is why they separated. Okay, so here we go, coming to the truth. Now, what the truth is, it's Nine of Wands, first of all. That's about holding on to something. We're going to clarify further. What the secret is, and they're cradling the truth, hiding the truth. They're hiding the truth that religious factors, they might be married. This person might be married. Or they could just feel really bad wanting to let go of something they've held on to so long. It can be that this person, because this equals number nine. It could be that a number 9, it could be this person has been in this relationship with either a wife or whoever they're committed to, but for a very long time. We have number 9s here. They've held on, including holding on to the truth, which is that they don't want to be there. They feel dead. They feel single. They feel like they don't belong. Tell us more about the Nine of Wands, please. 8 of Wands. Well, that's the message. Justice card. 6 of Cups. I think that whoever, I'm picking up with, I think they've been in a relationship for quite some time. Sure, they could have children. I do believe they're possibly married or very seriously committed, living together, all that type of stuff. Now let's go over here and see what's going on. But that's the message, because the 8 of Wands says message. So that's the message for you. What the secret is, what we're asking about the truth and stuff. They have something that they've been hanging on to, some sort of a relationship. And it's not just, they're not just lying to you. And it's not even, I'm not saying lying. They're actually lying more to the person they're in the commitment with. Because for maybe 9 years for some of them, they have felt alone. They have felt oppressed. They have felt like they had to do this almost like religious reasons. Like it's their duty to stick into this. They have not been able to express their emotions, and they're tired of that. Okay. Hardship, curiosity. Okay, I'm going to set those aside for a second because I just got the message here with the contentment, and I need to see these two. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this is the divine feminine message here. What this is about is that, so when it says contentment, you've been waiting. You're like, why did he ghost me? Why did he do this? And you actually learned to fulfill wishes yourself, but you're still bored. Not bored. You're still not satisfied. You're like, yes, I got my 10 of Cups within myself. I have started a new path. I've started this. I started that. I'm good. I can rely on myself. You learned you can rely on yourself. Some of you are in the beginning of building some businesses, and that feels good to you. So you're happy about where you're at right now. Ooh, I'm pulling so many extra cards here. But this has been hard on you. And a lot of the divine feminines have been seeking guidance and help because they're curious. Because your instincts, your internal vibe is telling you certain things. I'm going to tell you, some of them might not be right. In the sense that some of them may be worse. Like, I don't know, some of them you may be outdoing yourself with your imagination. You're making it maybe a little bit harder on yourself because you desire this person so much. Like, I don't blame you. And you're getting angry. I see it, guys. All I can suggest is to just remember that it will get you no further. Like, it's not going to do any help for you. I have to remind myself sometimes too. I get angry too, just like everyone else. I mean, you can only stay zen for so long until you're triggered. We all get triggered. It's true. But how we handle it is the difference. Are we going to go and take it out on someone? Or are we going to deal with it and go within, So the last cards we have really interesting because remember I said some of you think you're going crazy. You think you're living in delusional land. You think like, why am I waiting for him? I've waited so long. Some of you, maybe you have waited like 10 months or something like that. What the message is here is, like, to be honest, it's be brave. You are the Empress. So we have the Empress card here. We have the Seven of Wands here as well. But when I see these double sevens, I moved my numbers. Oh, I'm getting it. 1 second. I'm so happy I got this because I was going to take more of the spiritual route with the sevens, but on my one of my sheets of paper that I looked at here, release all fear. Be strong at heart. Look forward to the future with excitement when you see these sevens. It's telling you get out of that funk. I just told you guys, your energy really does affect the outcome. So we stop with the Ace of Cups. I'm going to leave it there. And underneath that is the Six of Wands, just so you know. And if you want to just go one more down, a lot of people like to go down one more, like past, present, future energy. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So what this says at the foundation is that positive, victorious changes are happening that you're going to really enjoy. So how does this person feel about you right now? I wanted to say about the situation, so I don't know if my brain relayed that. And when we have honeymoon, I do believe that that is about the situation. Right now, they're trying to get some space and just have some peace. I think they want to get, and now I hear like you're his honey. But I honestly, when I see honeymoon right now, I see that they want to get away. I'm not sure, maybe they would love to get away with you, but I'm not picking that up. I'm picking up that they want space. It's not about you. It's not anything to do with you. Soulmate, they want to figure out what's going on here. Attraction, if you're wondering if this person is attracted to you, yes, they are. Forgiveness and learning. Because this person has to forgive themselves. I feel sorry for this person a little. Because this person tried to be such a good man or woman, whoever you're looking for. And they just got let down, but they still did it. And there's people around them that actually beg. And you know what the funny thing is he listened to the strangers that begged for his money or his attention or whatever. But when some of the divine feminines were literally begging, but probably not begging, but like, come see me or come talk to me, he wouldn't even look over there. But there was strangers around him that he's helping. I don't know. There's something to do with his past or something that he wants to help. But, sometimes you hurt the people you love the most. And keep that in mind, okay? So we have flirt and make the effort. I'm going to clarify that once because I have a message I got very soon. Okay, no, that's about him wanting to come in. That's about him missing you. That's about him missing the lighthearted energy between the both of you, the childlike energy between the both of you. He wants to like come in and give you a big kiss and say he's sorry. Is he going to though? Well, it says very soon. I mean, obviously that's not for every single person. They're also telling you to get specific. Keep an open mind as well, but get specific. Keep an open mind though. For some of you, for some of you, there's someone else coming in. And I just say that because it's saying, he can differ from your usual type. Well, you already know your person now. You already know they're different. So if when I say that you feel like it's talking about someone else, it could literally be talking about a new person. And then for those of you that are confident with your decision and your choices, you're going to be like, yeah, my soulmate is a different type of guy than I'm used to. I already know that. That's him. That's my guy. Like that, But if I say that and it kind of is like, then that means that you may have someone new coming in. And it may be a soulmate. Maybe it's not your twin, right? We have the Sun card. When I look at this, I literally think to myself about the sun. Even though it's spelled S-O-N, sure, some of them could have children, some of them could have a son. For anyone that lost a child, for any one of your partners that lost a child, that could be affecting them. But I do feel more that with the Sun card and me visualizing the sun, and the next card being admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So you have that twice now, that you need to figure out what you truly desire and be honest with yourself. And this is why. Because for some of you, if you were honest with yourself, you're going to be like, I don't want this. I don't want to be in a relationship where someone doesn't talk to me, where someone can just disappear. So you have to get honest about that so you can reset it. That's the truth. Like, I don't look at that as, oh, I have to get honest and let him go. No, I have to get honest about, what's upsetting me. Wake up that's my blockage, my self-created block, because everything is us pushed out. Watch Amanda on YouTube. If you understand her, you'll understand this concept. If you want to know your blockage, just repeat what's going on in your mind. If you're like, he's never going to come back, well, there's your blockage. You believe he's never going to come back. So then you have to reset and say, yes, he will come back. I intend for him to come back. I intend for him to come back like ASAP because he's madly in love with me and he's going to realize like that where he is, he's going to see the situation for what it is, and he's going to want to do something better. Therefore, he's going to be coming back to me soon enough. Reset it. But you got to get honest. Don't go in denial. Like if he's acting like a little kid, then intend that he starts to grow up, get mature, get his stuff together. If he says he's busy, remember, this is a blockage you've created. So I intend for him to not be busy anymore. I intend for him to make time for me every friggin' weekend. Like, just get real specific like that. Because right now you have to get true with yourself. And if you don't want a guy that's, not going to be around more than once a week, well, then you have to make sure you make that clear. I want my guy around 5 days a week. I want to at least see him 5 days a week. I want to speak to him every day. I intend for my future partner, who I am madly attracted to be around very often throughout the week. Like, get real with what you truly want. And it's okay if your masculine's not giving you what you truly want right now. Take the responsibility on yourself to set some new intentions. The cheerful. So what this card is about is remembering to be cheerful, remembering to give thanks. You no longer want your twin flame. Well, that's wonderful. To be honest, guys, I don't want to hear any negative talking, and I'm not going to even finish those sentences on here. You got to keep your mind clear. For those people that do want their twin flame, they don't want to read those comments. It just is what it is, guys. We understand everyone feels different vibes. But remember, if you're on a twin flame journey, you don't get to just never remember him again. So really what you should do if you feel like you want to detach yourself, just do it. Don't tell anyone, because you're not fully going to detach yourself anyways. And if you don't like that, well, you don't have to watch, right? I'm not sure, Amanda, did I say Amanda? I don't know. But stay happy, right? Breathe. Okay. Don't let stress take you over. I'm just trying to give you an example of like how I'm handling my stress right now, because I feel like it's breathing. It really is. As soon as I may feel like any inkling of something coming my way, I just start taking deep breaths. Thank you. I'm not sure what this person is saying. Yeah. You know, the weekend crew that stay at home and do nothing but come up on here. Watch your stress levels, guys. You know what? I was around a dog today, and I haven't been around dogs for so long, and I couldn't stop myself. Like, the guy's like calling his dog, like, leave her alone, leave her alone. I'm like, no, like, let me touch him. Like, and I went there and I touched him and I had my moment with him, and I see the animals in this picture. And maybe some of you guys just want to get around animals. I'm actually going to be house sitting in October, and I'm going to have a black cat that goes to the bathroom in the toilet, and a little poodle that I'm going to be sitting. So they're going to be in the videos. It won't be here. I'll be sitting at the house. So that's really cool. So this is really telling you to, like, come on, let's see. The empty fool. That's the problem. I almost personally feel like that's the masculine. This is probably the only card in the deck that doesn't have the person. It's the empty fool. It's a number 7. So here we go back to all this 7 energy. If you're feeling empty, you got to, like, underneath that is the colorful fool. Oh, and it's telling you to face your pain. Okay, this is the thing. For anyone in emptiness, I do feel like, sure, this could be the masculine feeling very isolated and abandoned. Maybe that's what you're feeling. Whoever it is picking up on this energy, abandoned. And you know what? I felt that recently. I realized I do have abandonment issues. I think a lot of us do. But you got to get over it. Because when you think about the abandonment issues, you're basically blaming the other person. Like, that's how I looked at it. Like, wow, like, he abandoned me, you know, like, he triggered my abandonment wounds. But that's not his intention. Like, you know, your person doesn't run off and say to themselves, I'm going to trigger her abandonment wounds and leave her all there alone in the dark, and just like her father and mother did, or whoever, you know. That's not what their intention is. You have to go within. And that's what I have to do. Like, fuck, I have abandonment issues. Well, it didn't come from him. He's not my father. He's not my parent. He didn't make me. He showed me that they exist still. And that's something within myself that I got to realize I am protected. I am safe. I think that's a lot of the issues too, when people think they can't do things for themselves. And you can. So where we have the emptiness, we got to fill it with life. We got to fill it with color. And what it is literally telling you, if you need time, take time. The careful, take time to care for yourself. But more importantly, you have to face your pain. So step away from the world and seek solitude. Face your pain. Take good care of yourself. In other words, take care of that pain and getting rid of it. Really, like, that's really good advice. And, I'm going to stop pulling the cards, but I'm going to take this last one here for these cards. I'm going to do a different reading. Be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. This is a message, you know, basically from the masculine. Last night, that message was coming out quite often. Masculines are quite aware of the power of the law of attraction. And they're also quite aware of a female's emotional ups and downs. I mean, it is what it is. We're not all able to control ourselves. And, you know, I talk with myself all the time. And today I was having a conversation with myself, and I'm like, if my guy wants me to be like him and and be okay with, disappearing and going to focus on work and then I'm like, well, then that means he wants a man. And I'm like, I'm going to tell him that when I speak to him, because if he's looking for that type of energy for someone that doesn't care if, they just come in and out because they're busy working, well, that's not women's energy. Women's energy want to be cared for in a sense. Like, we want to have something shown to us, some love shown to us. We want some compassion, some understanding. Like, I saw a kiss on the cheek and stuff. Like, give me a break. I'm not interested in just acting like it's normal to just disappear and focus on work. But another man, I'm sure, would be interested. So he can go and find a man. Like, that's the I'm having with myself today. I'm like, hi, Brazil, Greece. Brazil, Greece. Is there lots of people here? So I was just like, well, maybe he's not looking for a woman. Maybe he's looking for a man, because he's not going to get that energy from me. It's never going to be okay. Like, he can do whatever he wants. Sure. Just please keep in mind that if I get mad, like, I've come up with all these new rules over the last 48 hours. If I get mad after not seeing my masculine for 3 weeks, I am exempt from being emotional. That is the new rule I've come up with for anyone that comes in my life. If they don't like it, they can hit the road, because they're going to hit the road when I hit the roof. And it's like, I'm not trying to be controlling or anything, but I'm just facing my truth. And my truth is, I am an emotional woman. I do believe that maybe I don't need to be physically loved, but I want to be. And if not, I will be single. I don't need to be in limbo. And I mean, all of my viewers, I'm sure you agree with that. No one wants to be in limbo. Gabe. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So I didn't do any monthlies yet. I am going to do some other things. I might do I want to do monthly, but basically like, where is he, or when is he coming back, or is he coming back? Something like that. I mean, you're more than welcome to make suggestions, because I'm looking for new type of readings to do and to create layouts for all the time, because I'm always just looking for something new. And then when I find something new, I throw a special on it. And that's what I'm looking for right now, actually, is what my next special will be for you guys. I've done so many of the $40 specials that slowed down. Now, I think like my regular people that get my specials have done it. I think everyone's done it now. So the $40 random message special is closed for now. And I'm looking for something else that we need to know. And I think there's a strong energy of ghosting. So I'll do some elements like water, earth, air, fire. Where's your person specifically? This is general. What's going on? Is it over type of energy? Questions. And I'll figure out how to make a little bit of a special of that. I really recommend you guys take us up on our live readings, because honestly, every single person got a reading, and it was maybe only 2 minutes, but it was personalized. And to be honest, no, it was probably more than 2 minutes for each person, because we were there for 3 hours. And you know me, like if I'm talking, I say a lot in those 2 minutes. I can get a lot out. That's why sometimes I don't even want to put a time on my readings, because I can get so much out in 20 minutes that it's like an hour's worth of reading. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Please don't put your phone numbers on here. No one needs it. Thank you. He's a Gemini, huh? No time at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to figure out what we're pulling for right now. What is going on in the masculine's life that have ghosted us? Like, I want to know what's physically going on with them right now. Like, what is their day-to-day life looking like right now? I'm just going to start there. Okay, let's see what we have. Embrace those around you. This is a time of spiritual growth. It's very important to surround yourself with those who love and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. I want to pull one more card for that, because I'm a little confused if they're spending time with family or getting in touch with spirituality. Um, I personally feel that this person has in their day to day, they're trying to make the best of it. I do feel like it could be family, but let's just see. Here we go with the sevens again. Okay, regardless of who this person is hanging out with right now, I'm just going to put this here to put extra notice. Um, whoever he's hanging out with, it's not, this person is not hanging out with his partner or her partner. Okay, there's two little kids in here. So it's just telling me it's not like they're going to hang out with their partner. They're hanging out with other people that they get a good vibe around. Maybe children, maybe they're helping, I don't know, some family situations. But more importantly, they're going within. This person is confused. This is not the time to be making phone calls, to be tapping on their shoulders, they need rest. This person literally needs rest. There's a confusing situation in their life right now. It doesn't mean it's all about you either. They're finding out the truth about some things. Remember, they were cradling the truth. Maybe the truth is that no one is happy in that relationship that they're in right now, or in that situation that they're in right now. Because I know they definitely aren't happy. But I feel when I read this, it's like there's a truth that's coming out. So right now they're going within. Your masculines, I don't know if I already said this today, but I think I did. They are very intuitive. They are very spiritual, and they're raising themselves to a higher level. They're taking time to quietly reflect on their desires. There is no need for you to take action right now. Be patient. It's saying that they feel that there's no need for them to take action right now, but I already told you based off of this card, you don't be reaching out. Don't. And, I thought of it too, guys. Today, I even thought of it. I'm like, maybe I should just send him a nice message and just say, oh, I love you, or like something like that, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't keep on doing the same stuff to try to help nudge these people to realize the truth. You know what I mean? Like in your case, I feel the same. Like you can't do the same things and expect a different result. And this person actually needs time to decide what they want. Because if they come out of this slumber and they don't want you, well, thank God they made a decision. Fine. Like, good. We'll do our pretend separation. Let's live the next 20 years doing whatever until, we meet again and we're both single, and then we'll be 80 and get together then. Like, fine. At least a decision is made. So healer of action. Wow, this is interesting. I just want one more. So not just one more, but to add to that. I'm just trying to think of if the guardians are pages. I don't think it's a page. I'm wondering if it's a king. Anyhow, here's a man coming in. More importantly, let's start here. Healer of action. This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. So what this is saying is give him his freaking space. Don't be poking at him. Do turn your attention. Even you turn your attention. Okay, to other things like animals. It's almost like that reflective energy again. But I also feel that for many, the masculine right now in his day-to-day life is overworking. It's not just now is a time when he can do whatever he wants, he sets his mind to. He can always do whatever he wants, he sets his mind to. And same with you. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. That's nice. See, I think in this reading, I was mentioning that this person wants to help others. Oh, no, right before, I don't know. But where he wants to help others. And sometimes you needed his help. And he didn't even help you. And it really does go back to sometimes you hurt the people you love the most. Why? I don't know. I didn't make that up. by the way. It's just a known fact amongst humans. I don't know. I'm just trying to think if I do that to anyone. I don't think so. But I'm not perfect, so I don't know. So this card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, and passionate. This person can handle a difficult situation with grace. And I feel like I really truly feel like this is almost advice for you. Okay. But whatever, let's see what we have here. So back to what I asked originally, what's in the day-to-day life of the masculine? So we have the guardian of thought. This is someone who is called on to be a spokesperson, who speaks very intellectually, very brilliantly. Remember, the energies that first came out for him in the beginning involved the King of Swords, who held a cup. So this is about someone who may be a mentor. He's dealing with a professional situation where he is called on to speak. This person may be emotionally unavailable. It says it here. It's the last sentence. Why does that say that? It makes no sense to add that in here. Must be like the king. This, I'm guessing, guardian might be a king of thought. And I already said the king of air. We already had him. And I already said he is holding on to his emotions, because the king of air in this deck holds a cup. He holds a jug. So for some reason, even though it's telling us he's a spokesperson, he speaks really well, he's very professional, he's asked to speak or as a mentor or mentor people, he has a positive attitude and fresh ideas, it still ends it with this person may be emotionally unavailable. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you for telling us that. Good. I guess it's real. It's real, right? That is the truth. Many of you are dealing with someone right now. He's focused on work. You know, he really needs to rest, to be honest, but he's focused on work. 7 of emotions. 7 is a big number. Today is the 7th, and we have 8 here, 8 tomorrow. I feel like 8. I feel like tomorrow's a big day, but 7s are just everywhere. Even I did a private reading last night. I think she got all 4 7s. It's really crazy. Wow. So this is the issue too. 7 of emotions would be the 7 of cups. This masculine is indulging into, like, he's just like trying to put himself into everything else except to face his emotions. Okay. This is the only card we have here with feelings. And what this is about is not making a choice about his feelings. His angels are literally asking him to make an important decision that he has put off for way too long. He knows the choice that he wants to make, but he's procrastinating because he doesn't want to upset someone else. This is why the divine feminines need to get really clear on what they want, because literally it's telling him to ask heaven for guidance and make the choice that celebrates who he truly is. I think he's in a little bit of this delay and limbo as well, because of the fact that the divine feminines need to get super clear about what they want so that the universe can coordinate elements to bring this together fully. The problem is, and probably our biggest downfall for being like as an emotional woman, is that we're up and down. And to manifest quickly and to manifest, you just got to be kind of steady, and like you just got to put it out there and go do things and stay happy. I don't know who I was listening to or what I was listening to, but someone said they had set an intention and then they just went out and had so much fun and treated themselves good and did whatever they want to, like, enjoy life. And everything started happening that they had put out. So you see 3-7. So look up 137. From what I hear, that's a very important number. It might be 731. It's like that combo. Look up that because, I mean, I don't know. There might be a message for you. I don't resonate with it too much, but I do see it. And once I told someone, they told me it's a very important number. I just can't seem to understand how it relates to me. And I don't see it as often as other numbers. Well, then you definitely have to look that one up. So what does the masculine want to do in regards to the divine feminine? Even though he's, confused, well, what do we see? What is the most likely choice that he would make? If he could make this choice very within the next few days, what would it most likely be? So I'm asking within the next few days, right? Two of action. That's the Two of Wands. That is about choice. So thank you for, answering my question with a question. Anyhow, here it goes. What would it actually be? Listen to this. This is interesting. Trust in your ability to make an excellent choice. There's an opportunity all around you if you can just continue to move forward. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be successful in your life. I'm going to leave it like that. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture rather than the details of the moment. Now, because it says a new partner, we got to look at this the way it is, right? Even though you may not be new, but you're not the one that he's with. So you're the new one. Okay. Just keep that in mind because some of you will think oh, it's a new partner. The card that came out underneath this is the Empress. So let me just double check that for a second. Yeah, no, it's the Empress. It's number 3 and she has kids around her. See, I'm going to clarify this because personally what I pick up is he sees you as someone that could be such a beautiful, loving mother, nurturing. It's asking for a new partner here. It's saying, I suggest you take on a new partner. Move forward. There's an opportunity around you. You know what an excellent choice it is to make to do this. There's someone that can help you become successful. And it even mentions career because that's what happens when the divine masculine and a divine feminine get together. I'm going to clarify. You see, but I mean, even here, there's an ending. So 10 of action, there is a home situation that's over. That is the home. And it's messy. It's time to clean that shit up and get out. It's a messy home because no one's happy there. It's not the woman's fault. It's not his fault. If you're not happy, why the fuck would you clean? You know what I mean? Of course, I get it. I have my OCD and whatever. But I can understand why people have dirty homes sometimes because they are not happy. It's a sign of depression. So I do want to clarify that one card there. Really? Well, I mean, there's just so many cards that came out, but the one card that did come out, I'm going to say that we'll look at them all, but we got the 9 of Cups. This is a magical woman here. This is, or a magical energy here, this Empress. This is a time when you can get your wishes, ladies, just so you know, and this is a time when a masculine's wishes can come true as well if he could follow the right path that would lead. It would literally guarantee his dreams come true. It's not about you guys coming together, but it's about him facing his fears and moving in a new direction in his life that would help his dreams come true. Yes, the sooner the better. You stay a wonderful person, okay? Because you're going to get rewarded for it no matter what, divine feminines. So, okay, I see. The messenger would be the page. No. The helper would be the page. The messenger would be the knight. So let me just see where these cards flipped, because I want to see what's technically. Oh yeah, I saw that Three of Thoughts, the Three of Swords, and the Guardian of Action. That's the King. So we have that very strong King energy here now, with the action, the helper of action. So if he would go and take this move and make a choice right now, it looks like he knows. If he made a choice right now, he knows the new relationship is the better one, in the sense, this Empress energy, this divine beauty, this woman who's happy, who's nurturing, who's loving to everyone. So now we have this 3 action energy coming up. And you know what the really interesting thing is? It's the page, the knight, and the king. Right? That other one was like, yep, those are kings. Guardians are kings. Interesting. I'm not even going to read that part, because all this tells me is this masculine is going through the stages. He's seeing the light. He's becoming connected to himself. He knows what decision to make here. I'm not saying he's taking action. I just asked, like, if he was going to, what would he do? Well, we know what he would want to do. So what is the next step for this action, this guardian of action? 3 of emotions. We're back to the 3s, which is good though. Wonderful news is on the way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, birth, graduations. All happy things will be revealed. New friends will be made, or commitments of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. An exciting new beginning or happy ending is just around the corner. Or both. You need an ending to get to a beginning. It's all connected. Messenger of emotion. All that's telling me, and like here's another 3. I saw 3 a second ago. Like this is telling me this person wants a new beginning with you. This person wants to reconciliate. He wants to have a fresh start. I'm going to ask one more time, is he going to then? But this is saying this is the beginning, and it looks like there's someone coming in here with a message for you. You may get a message. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience, something that can grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. That makes sense, in the sense that your guy ghosted you, right? And thank you. I just saw someone booked a reading. That your guy ghosted you. So, of course, you don't know that these feelings are still developing. Some of us are like, oh, he doesn't like me no more. He's trying to get over me. Those are the stupidest words we could ever say to ourselves, just so you know. You are smart. You know when someone cares about you. So trust me, like if they left you in the dust, if it's like a guy, did you just meet him? Did you, like, you know what I mean? You can go through the yeses and nos, the checklist. But no one really just gets over someone like that. You're not just going to disappear from their mind. And if they care about you, I promise you, they will think about you for years. They won't stop. Oh, I told you guys, I used to read for a lady. And I read for her when I first started reading on YouTube. I read for her and I said, someone's coming back, or whatever I said, right? She's like, no one's coming back. Like, she's like, I'm older. Like, she was 60 something. She looked amazing, had kids. They were already grown. She's like, no one's coming back. She hadn't had sex since her one husband. That was it. And then she's cut everyone off, and she doesn't even love him anymore, but she wasn't moving on because she didn't want to. She's like, I just chose to focus on my children and take care of them. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, like, I didn't know what to say. Like, that was in the beginning of YouTube stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just saying that's what the cards say. I don't remember. It wasn't much longer later that her childhood love, the guy who got taken by a karmic. So she told me the story 30 years before they met in high school or wherever they met. Like, I'm guessing, yeah, it was high school because they were like, the point is that her and him met and they were like in love. And then this other girl came around and she dressed flashier. She showed her boobs. She did all this stuff. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that is what we pick up all the time with the karmic energy. So what happened is this other girl came around, got pregnant right away, and that was it. They stayed together, they have kids. He was actually still with her when he contacted her, in the sense like they hadn't fully separated. This is 30 years later. And he told her he thought about her every single day of his life, that he wants to be with her, like all these things. Whether or not it ever happened, I don't know. I never heard from her again, but she's not the type to go and cheat or break a family up. So I know she wouldn't do that. At least I don't believe she would. You never know, because sometimes the love is so strong that you don't care. And clearly when this person is contacting you after 30 years or something like that, like, he's not really in a happy relationship either. It would be nice if he could just leave. But from what I remember her telling me, he was a bit of like a tycoon. Like he has hotel chains and stuff like that. So therefore, and he's married to this woman, they have kids. Therefore, you don't just, it's not easy to just leave that. And it's unfortunate that more people couldn't just make an arrangement of some sort where you like separate. For me, I don't care about titles like that. I don't personally care. Like, I know the spiritual effect. I know it's important to cut certain documents, like certain contracts. I know it's important, but personally, if everyone's on the same page and no one's trying to get involved in our business anymore, I don't mind like a separation experience. I wouldn't even tell my person to stop hanging out with anyone. As long as they're not having sex or anything like that, like maybe they have kids together. Maybe they have business together. Maybe they have started fundraisers or charities together. So do your thing. But the thing is, everyone wants to keep everything secret. So no one can ever come to a good solution. And that's really sad. Because even here, it looks like this person, it looks like this person wants to come in. They could be holding themselves back because of a family situation. But I mean, it's saying they want to come in. What is like, let's pull a card for, I just want to know, like, when is this big thing going to happen? Like, or what's going to be, well, I don't know. It's like, we need a tower. We need a tower. Healer of thought. She was already there. I told you guys my cards don't play with me anymore. She's been on this. She was right there twice now. And they come out. Now when I don't just take them off the top, they just bring themselves out like they're friggin' the boss of me or something. It's very whatever. It's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. Guys, I don't know if you can see what I've done behind me, but I've cleared my place big time. And it's important. And you know what the thing is? It's not about the masculine coming in. It's about other things coming into my life, opening the doors for other things. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. That's obvious. You are another person involved in this situation, is wise, insightful, and caring, and has a wonderful sense of humor and offers a lot of life experience. Well, I'll tell you, that's both of you, because this is funny. This is like, oh my gosh, are we really here doing this right now? Are you kidding me? Let's friggin' laugh and pee our pants laughing because I can't believe I'm here. Yeah, this situation is offering you both a lot of life experiences. Great. Thank you. I am thankful for it, but it's like, yeah, it is. Yeah, I get it. So guys, that's the reading for right now. I'm going to get on some private readings. I know you guys have some booked. So I'm going to actually do a couple of those and decide what I'll do for like the signs. I want to do something for the signs. Maybe I do the karmic readings for the signs, but then I'm going to get all the backlash. People complain about the karmic readings. I'm telling you guys from my heart, they're my favorite freaking readings to do ever. They just are. And you guys, like, whoever gets mad about it, look at it like a TV show or something. Even someone made a comment today, I should call it Days of the Karmic Lives or something like that. And I used to watch Days of Our Lives with my mom. He came to your house today. That's beautiful. What did you do? Maybe you're not happy about that. Why he just came to my house today. You know what I realized? some people are like, he can't reach you. He can't see you on social media. You have him blocked. First of all, stop blocking your guy. Okay, just stop. Unblock him and get over it. You don't have to let him know. Just stop blocking him, please. It's even like symbolic of the word. Do not block him. Unblock him. And that is actually symbolic of the energy as well. So, don't block him. But anyways, for those people, because I used to think like my guy I don't block him on anything. But I'm like, he doesn't have time to watch me or do anything. But what I realized, for some of us, we deal with businessmen, right? They're busy running around. They're driving around. So they're doing drive-bys. So, you may think that there's no way he can be watching you. There's no way he can whatever. Some of them, they're driving by at night. And it's because, like, for example, if you're like me, I have a parking space available. I don't use it because I don't have a car. But if my friends are over, they use it, right? So, like, just to see if there's a car in that parking space, just to see if your lights are on. You never know. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I used to do that shit. Like, seriously. I'm telling you, I was really like trouble when I was younger. That's how I learned about all this stuff. It all started when I was a kid. But yeah, I used to like drive by. I used to see what's going on, and I would never do that now. No freaking way. Like, just because I don't even have the time for that. Just in life in general, not because of YouTube. Just I don't have time to drive around, or a car at this moment. But yeah, like. You may think he's not watching you. I think that most people are being watched right now by their person right at this time, to be honest with you. I think that this is a heavy time. I don't know about you. On my end, I'm not watching at all. But I think for the other person that's ghosted or is in confusion, I'm not watching at all because I'm not going to be trying to trigger myself, right? And on top of that, his accounts are not public. He's not on there much either, but still, thank God. I don't have time to be watching that. I'm an investigator. I'll tell him, his past 100 lives if I look at that stuff. You think he's annoyed that you blocked him last year and I made a comment that he was spying on me? Unblock him. I'm not for blocking, guys. I will never tell you guys to block anyone. Just unblock him. You don't have to tell him you unblocked him, but do that because unless like you don't want anything to do with him. But I wouldn't even block him if you don't want anything to do with him. It's usually people that care that block. Because, for example, like what I meet a lot or talk to a lot of women that, they've been blocked. But it's like it's not that it's a caring way to show or a way to show you care. It's that they don't want to face the conversation or the situation. Like, I wouldn't block someone unless I can't stand them. Then I block, and that's me. But the reason I wouldn't block them is because I want to see what they're going to say. I'm not going to respond. I've not responded to people for over a year because I don't care. But I want to see what they're going to say. I don't go telling anyone either. I just want to see what they're going to say. And you want to know if they're going to try to kill you. Seriously, don't block people. They will go crazy. And like, you can tell a lot about when they're going crazy when you can read their comments. He's spying on you lately, right? Yeah, I know. Late night, huh? Yeah. People are spying more right now because there's this energy shift. So they're in confusion too. But they don't want to admit this to you. Oh, he blocked me on Facebook before, then ghosted me because you're both married. Yeah. I get that. If you're both married, I don't know. Everyone has their own situation, but obviously a lot of people are both married. And that sucks. That's a difficult twin flame situation, okay? It's so nice when someone could be married and someone's not. I'm not saying it's so nice, but it makes life a whole lot easier. Because for two people to have to make such a drastic change in their life, it almost seems impossible. And it's not at all. But it's not for everyone. Not everyone has the guts to do that, to go for what they truly want. Oh, you're not married. Well, that's good. Because there are a lot of people I read for that are both married. And I feel so sad for them because it's like, And, you know, a lot of because we're divine feminines, right? So if we get married, even though it's not our divine masculine, we most likely will attract someone that treats us really well. Like, it doesn't always happen like that, but there's a lot of the divine feminines that are married to soulmates or married to just someone who treats them really well and they're really happy. That makes it even harder to leave, especially when two people are married. You know, why would she want to leave a really nice guy who didn't make her wait, who didn't, you know, who took the chance right when he met her, who knew right away, like, I want that one, who didn't run? Why would she want to leave him, right? That's a lot of my clients. They're like, I can't, like, I'm just not going to do it. Or some of my clients too, they're like, I'm not going to do it first. But if you're not going to do it first, I can almost guarantee you he's not going to do it at all. Like, it just makes it, and it's because it's not about waiting for them. If you're not happy in your marriage, you're supposed to go. You really are, guys. Like, I'm not married, so I can't really give too much advice on that. It's up to you. But I just pray that when I make those type of choices, if I do, I hope because I'm older, I will know, you know, when it's the right decision to make and not. I think a lot of people are in these situations because they got married young. You got married in your 20s. What do you expect? We didn't know, though. No one really understood that we don't really, we keep on changing when you get older. You turn 26 and you're like, I'm a woman. I know everything. I'm so good. Like, I'm good. I got it. And then like a couple of years later, you're like, fuck, I'm 30. My whole perspective is different. And then a few years later, you're like, holy, I'm 35. And it's like, I look at life so differently now, type of energy. You just keep on shifting. And then at, 40, 45, like, you're always getting smarter. But I do believe for your first 20 years or 30 years of life, you should be not married. That's what I believe. Just from what I see from the people I know that have gotten married. The twin flame journey is complicated. That's why I just suggest don't make it any more complicated. Just keep it simple. He wants to go run off, let him go run off. Do what makes you happy, whatever it may be. He wants to come back, the door's open. But obviously with self-respect and boundaries, but the door's open unless you're in a relationship. Well, then he's going to have to wait and he's going to have to face his problems. I'll tell you this, if I get in a relationship because my masculine, whatever, if I get in a relationship and he comes back, I'm not cheating. There's no way. I'm not a cheater. I'm just not. So, and I'm not going to just leave someone either that I really like, because I would only be in a relationship with someone I truly, truly like. But that's not my problem, and I don't worry about it because that will be his problem to deal with if that's where things were to go. I'm just no longer scared of the outcome, as sucky as it would be if I don't end up with the person that, I feel is my dream right now. It's okay, because I will have a great life. I do have a great life. I love it. It's actually quite fun it's really fun to be single sometimes. So keep that in mind and enjoy it. Because it really is. Like, I don't know. You don't have to worry about anything. And it's not that I do anything where I should be worrying about anyone, but it's pure freedom. But to be honest with you, for me personally, me and my masculine, we have that freedom energy anyhow. But we have that freedom energy, but I'd like to know where it goes in the end. I don't know. I like to know things. But really, even when I say that, I realize what's the point of knowing? Because no one knows. So what is the point of saying I like to know things? I should just get over it and be like, you're not going to know things. They're going to be happening. And that's life. So that's the message for right now, guys. And I hope it helped some people. Jen, I do have and will have a great life. Yeah, we all will, especially now because we've done this journey. Because of this journey, I don't know how many of you have stepped up 100%. How many of your lives have changed 100% or are on the way to changing, and you just know it and you see it. You see the evidence every day because you're taking the actions towards your new dreams. So no matter what, almost all of us, as long as we keep our head held high, we're going to have a really good life now just because of this situation, because we have learned so much. And especially those of you that have learned the power of manifestation. It is not a joke. I'm not even joking with you guys. And you can correct. This is how, watch yourself. Because when you ask for something and it comes to you, you got to take it. So for example, I asked for my place to be rented on Airbnb because I don't know, I'm running. I'm turning into a runner right now, to be honest. And I want to be alone and run out of here. So right away, I posted my spot on Airbnb the same day someone wanted to rent it for a month. And I got scared. And right away, I declined. And I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I asked for. Like, they're going to be, the heavens are going to be so mad at me that I turned down, like, getting exactly what I asked for. And so I'm like, okay. So what I started doing was cleaning my place, like everything getting cleared out, still keeping in mind, I changed the calendar, I put it back up. I'm like, okay, my Airbnb's back up. Cleaned every single thing, like wiped down the back of the cupboards and everything. And a couple of days after, I get another message from someone. I get two people that want to rent it. One wants to rent it for this month, but then it was too far from her school. And the other person wants to rent it next month. And perfect, because I already made plans to house sit because I already wanted to get out of my place. So I was working the motions of to where I wanted to be, even though I wasn't sure I'm going to get rented or anything. Anyhow, the person that I spoke to today, he's going to rent my place for the month of October and November, possibly. I mean, as far if it goes through, because I'm having technical difficulties with the Airbnb. I'm new to it. But it came back, and I didn't let it go this time because I'm like, I'm not going to be a fool. I'm not going to ask the universe. Like, if that type of stuff happens, trust it will all work out. Even if I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do at this point, but I know I can trust it will all work out. And I have been practicing my trust. I don't know. I did it yesterday with something. I did it yesterday. I thought I had to be somewhere, but I was busy, and I'm like, no, everything will work out in the right time. It turned out the other person had to go and get something because they forgot to bring it, which brought me a whole extra hour. So just trust your instincts and trust that you have the power to do these things. I do believe we can change time in the sense, like, if I'm late for something, I'm like, no, slow down, time, slow down. And I always do because I'm never late for anything. So if I am, I'm like in the cab telling the time to slow down. I'm like, nope, I'm going to get there on time. And I always get there on time. So that's my message. I love you a lot. Stay positive. Stay away from the misery people. Don't be talking either about gossipy stuff. Just try to clear your energy. If you can do the cleanse. I've been like pure clean eating now. I wish I could show you what I got today. Salad and juice. For at least 4 days now. And I am feeling great. And I tell you guys, it's not easy because I had a whole meat month. August was no vegan month. I tried it out and it tasted so good. But I want to get the signs. And you guys were here for the reading. And I already knew if you want to get the signs, you got to clear some energy up. And it's not just about Reiki. It's about internally. That's the message we all got, to clear that energy. Well, how do you do internally? You start with the food you eat because you want to bring that energy to you. So, yeah, I'm doing it and I'm feeling great, guys. Okay, bye, everyone. And thank you so much. Thank you. I get some donations sent on PayPal, like for $1 and stuff. And I just want you to know, I think that's so amazing. I wish everyone would do that. Like, I love all donations, but I know that sometimes you probably feel like, who cares? Like, what's $1? Well, when people do that, like, because I get a lot of them on my PayPal, more than here. Maybe people don't want to post that they do that, but it still adds up. And it's also, it's a sign of like recognition for me. Like, just like you're saying like, hi, and like, I see you and I hear you and I listen to you and that type of stuff. And it's just all appreciated. So I don't get to go back and write every single person. I used to try to, and now I'm just super busy. So I can't go back and say thank you. But I do send it energetically. I'm like, oh, that's so fucking sweet. And yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend too. And I appreciate it all. And I will be back, I'm sure, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time here over the next 24 hours, though I work tonight. but I'll be here for a bit. So bye everyone. Have a really good everything. Talk soon. Bye.